The reality in America is that crime is massively up.
Crime is not massively
Yes,
up.
it
That's
is.
a lie.
You can bang the table all you want, but
You're
that's
lying,
not true,
Congressman.
man.
You're lying.
We already know that there are cities.
The FBI just released data this week that crime is going down.
We already know that.
Oh my God! Why do you, Abby? Why do you let this man lie on your national television like
I'm telling you the exact
This is not right.
You may not.
You're a liar,
You may not.
Congressman.
No, I'm
You're
not.
lying.
Because you're lying to the American people
If
now.
you would let me
and so I want to be
talk,
respectful of what you're trying to say.
Hang on a second.
Go
If
ahead.
you would just let me talk, I will explain exactly what you want me to explain. We have the data. The FBI literally put out data today showing that crime is down this year for the first 6 months of the year. But look at the trend line. Okay, crime is down in all these different categories. And then there is a trend line that shows that crime is going down.
The level of stupid that's required to be a Trump supporter or someone who's willing to go on national TV or anywhere and defend this man is getting outrageous.
Why is former President Trump questioning the vice president's racial identity?
Well, first, George, in Chicago, he was responding to a question from, I believe, Rachel Scott. Like, this is really a phony controversy. I don't really care. Most people don't. But if we're going to be accurate, when Kamala Harris went into the United States Senate, it was AP that said she was the first Indian-American United States senator. This is something that's actually a conversation throughout social media right now. There were a lot of people who are trying to figure this out. But again, that's a side issue, not the main issue. The main issue...
Sir, 1 second. You just did it. You just did it again.
Of the United States.
Why do you insist on questioning her racial identity?
It's so obvious that Byron Donalds will be willing to say and do anything as it pertains to defending Donald Trump. The idea that Trump only says something for 5 seconds so it shouldn't really matter, or because there's no policy behind it, it shouldn't really matter. This is absolutely stupid.
I figure we'll have like one person plus a secretary. You'll have a secretary to secretary. We'll have one person plus a secretary, and all the person has to do is, are you teaching English? Are you teaching arithmetic? What are you doing? Reading, writing, and arithmetic. And are you not teaching woke? Not teaching woke is a very big factor. But we'll have a very small staff. We can occupy that staff right in this room, actually. I think this room is too large. And all they're going to do is they're going to see that the basics are taken care of. You know, we don't want to have somebody get crazy and start teaching a language that we don't want them to teach.
Now, if you had one really violent day, like a guy like Mike Kelly, put him in charge, Congressman Kelly, put him in charge for one day. Mike, would you say, he's right here, he's a great congressman. Would you say, Mike, that if you were in charge, you would say, oh, please, don't touch them. Don't touch them. Let them rob your store. All these stores go out of business, right? They don't pay rent. The city doesn't have money. It's a chain of events that's so bad. One rough hour, and I mean real rough, the word will get out and it will end immediately.
This is a stupid point. Donald Trump is a candidate, a nominee of a major party in the United States, an ex-president. Saying anything goes out the window when you have that big of a platform. There are serious consequences to being as stupid as Donald Trump is willing to be and loose with his words. The idea that you are willing to give open season to police officers to do as they may to American citizens is outrageous, outlandish, and laughable, except for in Donald Trump's spaces where people clap when he say this dumb. We need to get real serious about a presidential candidate talking about purging, killing people, doing whatever they please. This is the same candidate. Donald Trump is the same candidate that laughed and joked at his rally when he was first running for president, saying that he wished he could go back to the days where nothing would happen for white people beating up black people. That was the suggestion made when he said the days when nothing would happen, when you could rough them up. This is ridiculous. To have the audacity, Byron Donaldson, to have the audacity to say that there's some dereliction as it pertains to the police officer. Your candidate is responsible for January 6th, which cost 5 police officers their lives. Your candidate, Donald Trump, wants to defund the police, the FBI, which is the largest police department in this country. What are we talking about? There's no truth in what these people are doing and how they show up in the world. The idea of morality has went down the drain in American politics, not just because of Trump, but as soon as he showed up on the scene, he damn sure made sure morality was not something you needed to be a politician. And Byron Donaldson is wearing the cape of all capes, showing up in the way he does. He is absolutely, absolutely ridiculous. And the sad part about it is people that look just like him will die if Donald Trump became president. And that's not hyperbole. We watched Donald Trump downplay COVID, killing more black men than anything. We watched Donald Trump call parents, mothers of football players, sons of bitches is what he called black men. So that means he called black women bitches in real life. And this is who they support for president. I'm Mondale Robinson. I'm sick of Byron Donalds.